Welcome back to Daily Dose of Donna. It is January 10th, 2023. And today we are trying out a new format. I'm like trying it out every single day. I'm trying a new thing. So, day 1 and 2, I tried Riverside FM for video and audio. Day 3 and 4, I tried YouTube live streaming. And today I am trying StreamYard. I asked my Twitter family, I was like, what should I do? What is the easiest way to create video content that also can be turned into audio content that I can then go host the audio on Libsyn and host the video on YouTube? And I got a lot of answers, and StreamYard was one of them. So today we are checking it out. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. The support is awesome. As always, love hearing from you. I know that our time is so limited. I know that we don't have a lot of time through the day. And if I can just be in your ear holes for like 10 minutes while you're walking the dog, while you're doing the dishes, while you're driving to work, while you're going to the gym, like that makes me happy. I feel really, really strongly about that connection that you build through audio. I built such a huge connection through social audio. And even though this isn't like a back and forth, it's still really nice, I think, to connect this way. And that way you kind of just like, you feel kind of up to date on what's going on in my world and vice versa. So this camera is a little low for my head. If you're watching the YouTube video today, our topics are all about what is happening in Los Angeles. Jesus, you guys. Los Angeles. Okay. Born and raised in Los Angeles. Okay. I was born here in 1981, literally didn't leave anywhere except to go to Santa Barbara for college. I mean, of course, I went on vacations, but I didn't go anywhere because I am such a California girl through and through. Now, talk about LA, California, all you want. There's a lot of negatives. There's also a ton of positives. I was actually texting with some friends this morning and I was like, oh, I want to move. And they were like, why? And I was like, I just want a bigger house. Like the thing is with Los Angeles, I mean, my house is very, very expensive for all intensive purposes. And it's small. And, I have two growing boys. And I'm like, oh, but the person I was speaking to, he was like, you don't want to leave. You don't want to leave LA. Trust me. A lot of people think they want to leave Southern California. It ain't for them. And so I was like, okay, I trust you. So today we're going to talk a little bit about LA and what's happening, you guys. It's, right now we have a little bit of like a reprieve from the rain. When I tell you, in all my years of living in Los Angeles, I've never experienced rain like I've experienced this week. It has rained so much, like torrential downpour for days and days and days. Yesterday night, I was hanging out with my family around 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. or whatever. And when the entire house lit up with a flash and lightning and thunder. The thunder sounded like it was a car driving into our home. It was so crazy. It was so scary. I don't understand what is happening. I guess you can say climate change is real. Who knows? That's not what this is about. I am lucky that we have a little bit of water damage stuff going on, but for the most part, we're doing okay. And today I finally see there's like a little break. I see the sun is peaking. I see that the clouds have calmed down, and I already see that the water is kind of drying up all over. So I am so grateful for that. But man, oh man, LA in the rain. Okay, so you always hear stories about, oh, LA drivers, like when it rains. And trust me, I am with you. When it rains in LA, it does become hell to commute for those of you that live nearby. Like it ain't easy. But I will say that LA rain is like, it was tricky. I had to be in Brentwood last night, which is on the west side, and I'm in the valley. So those of you that know this area, it ain't easy. It ain't close and it ain't easy. And I canceled the appointment. I turned it into a Zoom appointment because it was at night and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't drive in the rain and it really came down. So I feel actually pretty confident about my decision. Um, it's a little scary what's happening up in Santa Barbara. I don't know if you've heard about like what's happening up in Santa Barbara or in Montecito. It ain't like a small thing. This is a big, big deal. There's a lot of flooding. There's a lot of mudslides, rock fallings, tree fallings, probably car accidents, flooding. Did I already say flooding? Yeah, I said flooding. Back in my college town, which was Santa Barbara. So all thoughts and prayers and all the good things to all of those people. I'm just hoping for some sun. And let's be honest, when it comes to rain and, your mood, like there's something that happens to me in the rain. I become lazy. I become like melancholy. I decide I just want to eat food and chill in bed. I don't want to work. I don't want to move. I mean, it's like it ain't an easy it's not necessarily like an ideal situation for me where I'm like a sunny personality. I want sun. I want to be outside. I want to get a little I'm a cat. I've always said that. I'm like a little cat. I want to be outside and I want to get the sun, and that's how I want to enjoy my days. So this is tricky for me. However, my business is doing really well this week. I've had nonstop calls, lots of sales, lots of new clients, lots of podcasts. So it's been really fun, I will say. And I've kind of hunkered down inside and have not gotten a lot of steps. But speaking of movement, I want to talk to you a little bit about getting into yoga as someone that was anti yoga. Let me just explain something to you. My whole life, I've been told you should really try yoga. And the reason why is because I am, for the most part, a very, very highly anxious person. When I say anxious, I mean that in a negative and a positive. I'm very like high strung. I move fast. I think faster. I'm constantly going. I'm an Enneagram 3. I'm an overachiever. I can't sit still. Hello, I started this podcast because I was just like, okay, that sounds fun. I can't stop. And while that's, great in certain ways, in other ways, it can lead to a little bit of high stress, can lead to a little bit of overwhelm, all those things. So I have been told so many times to get into yoga, and I've tried. I've tried the at-home yoga. I've tried going to things, programs out there where, to try yoga in studios. I've never connected. I've always felt like it's just been a little bit of a struggle for me. I actually feel like yoga stresses me out. And then I found Yoga Sculpt. Now, let me tell you, I go to Core Power Yoga, which is down the street from my house. This is a heated yoga, which, as someone that doesn't like to be cold, heaven, hot, sweaty. You may not like to sweat. If I don't sweat at the end of a workout, I have not worked out. That's how I feel. It is sweaty, it is hot, it is loud music, and it's high energy. It's called Yoga Sculpt. I'll take other classes too, but this is bomb. So what it is you move your body like fast. There's cardio moments, and you do a lot of weights, light weights, like 3 and 5 pounds. So I'm getting out my like energy thing. I'm burning calories. I'm sweating. I'm listening to music. I don't have time to stress about how bored I am or how slow it is. Whereas I really like cardio because I feel like I get into the music. This gives me that feeling, but it's also yoga. And then at the end, you get your 10 minutes of like 5 minutes of Zen. You get to relax, you get to chill. And I honestly believe that yoga for me is one of those things that I am so yoga now. I'm a yogi. I'm Zen. Can't you tell? I am so quiet. Can't you tell? I am so calm, cool, and collected. I love yoga. I probably will drink a hemp seed smoothie, and I'll probably, start burning some incense and only using essential oils. This is the plan. Okay. I have a huge plan for myself now. Now I am just a yogi through and through. I'm only going to wear very loose draped clothing. And you'll call me Shan- Shanta, Shanti. Kidding. I'm very, very into it. And here in LA is the best. Okay. That's yoga in LA because the people that do yoga in LA are so hot. And of course, not everyone, of course, like there's people that are just like, me. But then there's these girls that look straight. They were just on the last season of Bachelor, They're 23. They're dental hygienists probably. And they are so like perfectly fit with these gorgeous yoga outfits, like, Gymshark yoga outfits are for sure like Aloe or Lululemon, like matching sets. And they are skinny and their toes are like perfectly manicured and they're flexible. If I were a single guy or a single girl and I was into girls, okay, I would go to Core Power Yoga in Los Angeles. I would just get an unlimited membership. but I would keep my shirt on. A lot of guys in yoga like to take their shirt off, and I feel like there should be something about that that feels a little bit like, maybe not. Like there was a guy that was working out near me today, and when I tell you he sweat profusely, uh, I had to cover all my stuff. Like it was going everywhere. I was getting showered with the sweat, and like you don't move that much in yoga, so what's going on there? There was a guy that I used to work out with in this cardio class that was like more of a high energy dance class type thing, like kickboxing, and he sweat so much and it flew off his body. And literally you couldn't work out anywhere in the vicinity of him unless you wanted a shower of sweat. That was so disgusting. I don't want that in yoga. So I'm down to get wet outside in the rain, but not and like wet by my own sweat, but I'm not down for your sweat. That is how I'm going to end today's episode. Thanks so much for all the support, you guys. Make sure to tell your friends about Daily Dose of Donna, and for sure subscribe if you haven't already. All the my information is going to be in the show notes and below here on YouTube. I appreciate all your support. Talk to you guys soon.